What's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Going to run through a weekly outlook for the week coming up. I'm going to have this uploaded on Sunday, August 3rd. We're going to be looking at the week coming up from August 4th to the 8th. Pretty eventful last couple of days in the market, so it should be an interesting week coming up. We're going to see how that goes. Before I get into this video, in the Discord, I already uploaded a video of me talking about, like, me marking this chart up live and how I mark up my weekly analysis, like before the week starts, and how I plan for the week, just showing how I mark out those levels live and the stuff I'm looking for. So if you guys want to join, send me proof on Discord of being subscribed to YouTube and following my TikTok, and I'll let you guys have access to the vaulted videos. But until then, yeah, just let me know about that and we'll get into this. So starting on the monthly, we're going to start on NASDAQ here. So we had a strong July close right here. Our monthly candle closed strong, bullish, and we ended up forming a monthly bullish fair value gap down here. So this is definitely an area that we want to keep an eye on now. And since the start of the August candle, it's straight bearish, right? So our monthly still technically, it's still in bullish order flow, but we did form a monthly bullish fair value gap right here. So we need to keep an eye on this, right? So let's go over now to the weekly time frame. On the weekly, price has already swept out this weekly low. So price came down, nuked down, and swept out this weekly low. And we have to note, though, that the weekly is still in bullish order flow. We had this huge, strong bearish candle, but that's just based on basically the last 2 days of this kind of flash crash. So on the weekly, I have marked out this weekly fair value gap, which is in line with the monthly fair value gap as well. So again, starting from the monthly, having marked out, I have my all-time high marked out, and then I have the July low right here, which leads into the start of this monthly fair value gap. Going to the weekly, we just swept out, like I said, this weekly low right here, and then we have this weekly fair value gap right here, which could be a potential area for price to want to bounce from. Now we go down to the daily. Daily has broken structure to the downside. We had two strong bearish days right here, and we ended up inversing this daily bullish fair value gap right here. And then we also put in this tiny daily fair value gap right here. So these are some buy side areas to watch out for. So in terms of continued sell side, we have this monthly and weekly fair value gap down here below this daily low. And then in terms of buy side, we have this inverted fair value gap, this fair value gap, and then all-time high. So pretty hefty sell-off. I'm going to show you guys ES, and then I'm going to go into some ideas and what I think is going to happen with the market. So starting on ES is pretty much the exact same thing. Strong monthly close for the month of July. August opened up and it's been bearish. We have obviously marked out our all-time high up here, and then we have the July low over here, which is the start of I think that's supposed to say monthly FVG. Let me change that for you guys really quick. Monthly FVG. Oh, wait, hold on. Whatever. Yeah. So start of the monthly fair value gap down here. We go over to the weekly, and on the weekly, same thing as NQ. Price came down and swept out this weekly low, and it actually tapped in and is respecting a weekly fair value gap. So we have this small weekly fair value gap. Price came in, swept liquidity, filled the gap, and then bounced up. And resting within that monthly gap, we also have a weekly bullish fair value gap down here. So a lot of imbalanced price action to the downside. Weekly and monthly are still maintaining bullish order flow. The dailies where the structure broke from those last couple of days, we had some strong bearish candles to the downside. Price inverse this bullish fair value gap on the daily and this one as well. So these are the buy side draws, this daily inverted fair value gap, this daily inverted fair value gap, and then all-time highs. And then in terms of sell side, we have the monthly low, which leads into the monthly fair value gap, and the weekly low, which leads into that that weekly fair value gap, right? So in terms of potential scenarios here, in the short term, I personally think that price wants to sweep lower and potentially fill within this gap and then make a continued push to the upside. I just think it's too close. Like, I feel like it's going to want to rebalance that monthly fair value gap, and then it wants to continue up. But we did sweep out weekly lows already, so price could want to bounce from here, and then we have to see how it reacts at this daily inverted fair value gap. You know what I mean? So scenario one, let's go to ES. ES is just so close to filling in this monthly gap and this weekly gap. I do think that price scoops in here, maybe taps into like CE of the gap, and then we get a continued move up. It could do something like that. Or we react from this weekly gap, we get a pull into this inverted fair value gap, and then maybe we have a push down. But we're going to have to just pay attention to that lower time frame, right? So I personally think we do see lower price action, respect maybe this weekly gap, and then have a continued push to the upside. That's one scenario, like I said. Scenario number two is we just get this move off of this gap after sweeping the weekly low, and then we get a push up, and then we have to see how price wants to deal with this inverted fair value gap. And same thing on NQ. We got to see how it deals with this daily inverted fair value gap. So price could easily just continue to show strength from here. It could have just grabbed the liquidity it wanted, and then it could just continue up from here, right? That could easily be a scenario too. We never know what the price is going to do. We'd have to react. We have to be reactionary traders, and we have to react to what price is giving us. But as long as you have these areas marked on your chart, just be aware that we do have some higher time frame gaps to the downside with this weekly and this monthly fair value gap. And we did have a strong bearish push to the downside. I do feel like, again, we're going to want to fulfill some more sell side before we have this bounce to the upside. But everything's we're going to have to take it day by day and go from there. Just have these areas, like I said, marked down on your chart. And then we'll go from there. If we do show some good strength from here on the lower time frame, there's nothing wrong with looking for continued longs back up to all-time high. But with how close we are to filling this gap, I do think we come in, dig into this gap, and then see how price reacts from there. My overall higher time frame bias is not going to flip bearish unless we start pushing below here, right? If we start pushing below here, then it's like we're probably going to come down a good bit from there. I don't think that happens, but it could happen. But just have these areas marked down on your charts. Again, guys, be aware of these gaps to the downside, and yeah, take it day by day, and then we'll go from the lower time frames and we'll work from there. So let's go over the news really quick for the week. I don't think we have a heavy week of news. Starting on Monday, we have a no news Monday, so I'll be on the charts. If anything, de-risking, tape reading, but we'll take it throughout the session. We'll see how everything plays out. Tuesday, we have ISM Services PMI, so I'll be trading day, but after this news comes out. Okay, Wednesday, we have nothing again, but that'll be a regular trading day for me. Thursday, we have unemployment claims. Again, normal, regular day, good trading day. And then Friday, we have nothing as well. So really nothing in the news. I just avoid Monday, but other than that, I'll be trading pretty much every single day. I'll be on the charts Monday, but we'll see what happens. But that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll be back with another video. I have something I'm working on later. I'll probably upload it sometime during the week. Until the next one, though, guys, check out the links in my bio. If you guys are interested in the mentorship, join the free Discord. Check out all my socials. That's going to wrap it up for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.